Welcome along, you outdoor freaks. Welcome back to Ains Outdoors. As you can see from the view behind me, I'm at a different lake this weekend. I'm back on one of my other club lakes from the other club that I'm on. Yeah, this is the one where I've got the little campaign going for the big fully. So after last week's completion of that little campaign, I'm probably going to give that lake a rest for a little while now, probably until maybe autumn time. There are still some lovely fish left in that lake that I want, so I'm not giving up on that lake altogether, but there's other fish as well, and that lake's just, the water levels drop down so low, and there's a lot of swims closed now, so real estate is it's at a premium and it's getting a little bit locked up. So I went down there last night, had a look around, and the fish are all up one end, and all the swims that access that area where the fish are, they're all got anglers in them until late Saturday. So there's no point going there for the weekend, because the other swims that are open further down the lake, there's no fish out in front of them. So, or not that I could see anyway when I was down there yesterday evening. So there's no point going there. So I've travelled back up to here. I'm going to do a session here. I've just been looking. The water level's down here as well, but nowhere near as bad as that one. There is fish. I've just found some fish. So I'm just going to get my bit sorted, get down, set up, and I'll bring you back. Right, that's all 3 rods done. Left one, it's on a spot out by the island. Right one is on a spot down to the right, obviously, but not that far out. And the middle one is on a zig, which is out in line with the island, and it's about 2.5 foot under. And I've had 3 fish bosh while I've been here, just off the island. So yeah, the fish are definitely here, and there's fish moving out there as well in the upper layers, hence why I've put the zig out. And it's going to be a nice sunny weekend, and it's a full moon, so fingers crossed, come on the big fully, come on the big common. Failing them two, there's some absolutely stunning scaly 30s in here. I'd love to get one of them on the bank. And it's nice to fish a lake deep enough to be able to use a zig. Although the water level's down a lot, it's still a lot deeper than the other lake I've been fishing, so nice. I'm absolutely starving. I'm going to get some food, I'm going to get my kettle and everything out, I'm going to have a coffee, and I'm going to have something to eat. Fingers crossed I'll get a chance to land one this weekend. I don't know how the lake's been fishing, I've not spoke to anyone, don't know whether anything's been coming out. It can be funny, this lake can be really good, or it can be really bad, but you know, I've got 2 decent spots. I've got the one on the island, which is a bit long. I could probably reach it with a catapult if I was doing like 1-2 boilies at a time. Right hand spot's easy, I've put a couple of pouches on that. Left hand spot, I've put some spods out. The OG fish, 18 millers and 14 millers. Fishing an 18 mil OG fish bottom bait, sliced off with half of a pink magic bean wafter on top. Fingers crossed we'll get a chance. Let's see what's going on out there. See that? I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Where's my... You can't see it. So, see that little... You've got the bigger leaf under the bush, and then just to the side of it to the right, you've got that light coloured one on its own there. That's about where my spot is. Come on, the carp. I've got a polarised filter for my phone now, and as you can see, I've just noticed there's fish moving through this channel under the surface. Like there's one there at the moment, but there was quite a few just a minute ago. So I'm thinking I'm going to maybe move my zig, put my zig in that channel. I'm just having something to eat at the moment. As soon as I've finished, I think I'm going to do it. I just thought I would show you quick. Some bubbles coming up there now. Just going to have something to eat, and then I'm going to have a little think about what I'm going to do. Right, I've moved my zig. My zig is now my left hand rod. It's just out in line, in the middle of the channel, in line with that big silver birch there on the corner of the island. There's still fish on the surface, but they're to the left. They're moving sort of up and down that channel. So I've put it right out in line of where they're moving. I've put it 2 foot under. Get a nice silhouette there against the sky. God, I love an adjustable zig. A bit jumpy there. There's fish showing out there. Just to the right of my spot. Some little bubbles coming up as well. Just to the right of my spot. See that fish then, just top, and another one there. That's all carp up on the surface. They're boshing out as well, so I know they're coming from deep. It's looking good, that's for sure. Just need them to get on the feed. The other lake I've been fishing, they're so hungry at the moment. I'd like to think they are here as well, so see what happens. Just moving my zig again. I've put it back to the middle rod and put it out a little bit further this time. There's quite a bit of activity out there on the surface, so I've put it out further out there. Still 2 foot under. There's fish on the surface again out there now, look. You won't see it. Yeah, you just see the black line. Just to the left there. Just to the right hand side of the silver birch trunk there. See it? A lot of fish moving out there, all up on the surface. There's little fizzers coming up as well, so they're on the bottom as well. There's no bream in here. So 3 nights. I should certainly keep my eyes on the water. There's definitely fish out here at the moment. Quarter 7 now. I've got fizzing out near my left down spot. See it just off the edge of them bushes there. See them little bits of bubbles coming up. Down in the right hand corner of the screen now, look. See them? That's like right in the vicinity. That's probably fizzing on my bait. I've made a new zig and put it out there. Smaller hook. Thinner hook link. Just have one show then. You see the ripples just on the right there, just off the tip of that bigger bush, one that sticks out more. It's just off screen. A lot of fish. There's another one there then, see? A lot of fish. That's not far away from my zig, that's just to the left of my zig, that one. Even closer to my zig. was it going then. That's my right hand rod that's just out of view. Must have had a liner on it. Be nice to get one this evening, get off to a good start. Hopefully, while there's still a bit of light. That'd be nice. A couple of hours yet till light goes, 2.5 hours, something like that, till light goes. So I've got a chance. I've got them fizzing on my bottom bait, showing all round my zig. They're all darting about out there. Come on, you carps. Just gone 8 o'clock. Just had, I don't know if it was the same one twice or 2 different ones. Just lump out right over my spot. That light's fading now. Gonna have an unbelievable sunset, I think. It's gonna be right there. Still loads of fish out near my zig. See that fish moving through now, right to left, out there. Obviously not the duck. Once that light, that sun goes down below them trees, that light fades, you might get a bit of a show tonight. They're showing already a lot. Can't believe that the lake's almost empty on a full moon weekend. The chap opposite is packed up, he's only got his rods out. There's 2 to the right of me and 1 on the far bank down the other end of the lake. I think there's like 5 people on altogether. Unbelievable. Not moaning though. Just a bit shocked. Oh, let's get a nice big one lump out there on the camera. Loads of fry jumping out there. Hopefully I'll have a reason or two to see you before morning. Preferably good reasons. Yes, just gone 11 o'clock. First fish, nice common on the zig. Get in there. How do? Let's get me bits out, get it sorted. Come on. Right. Not massive, but it's blooming lively. Gonna get drenched here, I think. Lovely common though. Come on, mate. The quicker we get this done, the quicker you can go home. Let's try you around the other way, shall we? Is that what it is? Is this your good side, is it? There we go. Must be his good side. £19. Good start. On the zig. Little bit of black foam at night. Brilliant. Get in. Great start. Let's get it back. Come on. Good start. Oh, I think it's about 11:30 now. Just gone 11:30, something like that. That's rigged back out. Always amazes me how they see a little piece of black foam. Well, it's obviously because it's silhouetted against the night, but you still wouldn't think they take it, would you? Moon's not even up yet. It's a full moon tonight, but it's not up yet. I mean, it's obviously it's up somewhere, but it's pretty dark. So yeah, happy days. Great little start. Looks like that could be the winner. There's no other fish been out so far this weekend. Lake's done a couple of fish during the week, but as far as I know, as of this morning, from might even have been since last night, since yesterday, or like yesterday, the day before, none have been out. So get in, get on the zig. Happy days. Hopefully we can have another couple. It's back out again. Adjustable zigs. Get in. Hinge zig for the win. I think it's about 12:15 now, something like that. Just gone 12:20. There are so many fish boshing out here in front. One's just bossed literally to the right, just out in front. It can't be far off my spot. I'll be surprised if one of my bottom rigs don't go. But I won't. I'll be equally surprised if my zig doesn't go again. The amount of fish that are out here. I'll show you my zig tomorrow. Show you how I do it. I was hoping one had bosh, so you can hear it. They're so loud. bigger one, but it was further down to the right. Hopefully I'll see you again before morning. Morning, you outdoor freaks. It's just gone 7. Quite surprised I haven't had anything else. Just readjusted the zig, well not just, when I woke up earlier, got up, I readjusted the zig when it was light enough to see it, because obviously it's adjustable. So I've put it back to that 2 foot under level again. Obviously you just can't do it at night. Get it that precise at night, because you can't see the float come up, obviously at range. I've got an idea, something to do about that in my head, but I won't be able to do it this session. There's still fish showing, just had a couple show in, there's little fizzes coming up. I'm just going to make some little PVA meshes up. I'm thinking that my left hand spot, my right hand spot, if I want to move them slightly, I've got another spot that's a bit further out in deeper water that I can move my right hand spot onto. I'm just wondering if that spot that I had it on last night, don't know, just might be a little bit shallow at the moment. And the left hand spot, I'm surprised that never done a bite, so I'm going to move that onto back this way a little bit onto another spot that I know, a spot that's done me bites in here before. It's over that direction. I'm just going to make up a little PVA bag quick, because I've got a fizzer going just to the left. Oh, it's stopped now. I was going to show you. Typical. See if it will start again. That was one just lumped real close. Where was that? And another one. Geese here now. Little fizzer there. Little fizzer there, they're right out in front. Right, let's get these meshes done and get the kettle on. I'll bring you back in a bit. I've just had a carp doing the weirdest thing I've ever seen a carp do in my life. It was literally like tail walking on its own for about 3 to 5 seconds in spurts, did it about 3 times, and then it almost came up tail first and was like walking on its head. I've literally never seen anything like it. Not very far out, what? 7, 8 wraps out. Really weird, really, really weird. Never seen anything like it ever. Wish I'd got that on camera. Strange. Just leave it running for a minute, hopefully it will do it again. That was weird. Anyway, my left hand rod is now on a little PVA mesh just out in the channel here where them little fizzes were coming up, and I've just replumbed out where that rod was, and I've found the seam of the bar, which is much better spot. So that's where that's going to be going. I'm just going to put a few spoms out there and leave it and just see what happens. Well, looks like the funny 5 minutes of that carp are over. Weird, that, real weird. Hopefully it does it again at some point. I'll get it on camera. Just coming up to 1:30. I've just moved my left hand rod now. I've took it out that gully and I've put it out onto that new spot that I found on that seam of that bar. It took me 3 casts to get it right. I mean, that's had, when did I put the bait on that this morning? Don't even know. 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. Put some bait out there on that spot. And obviously I've left it all morning. And I've just put the rig out there now. I've taken the colour topper off as well. And I've put the match the hatch pop up. Bit of that on as a topper, rather than the colour. See if that makes a difference. So if I get a bite on that, I'll be taking the topper off of the other one and turning that over to match the hatch as well. I have made another one already. As far as I know, it's still the only fish that's come out is that one on the zig. So the chap that was down on the right bank that was in 23 has now moved, and he's opposite. He moved this morning. The chap that was in there opposite went late last night. See if this makes a difference, see if anything happens. I haven't put any more bait out there yet. I put 3 spawns out there earlier. There's fish topping over it now. I've got my baits soaked. Well, I suppose you can't really call it soaked because it doesn't soak in the liver. Let me show you. In the liquid liver. In this stuff, look. God, it stinks. So oh, there's fish moving through on the surface right here, look. See them little ripples that just come up there? That was 2 fish. See them under the surface. So they're up again. I'll give that zig a twitch. Give that zig a pull in case there's any sediment on that line, just let it resettle. The old adjustable zig. See if that goes again. If it does, it might be a case of putting another zig out as well. I'll see how them 2 spots go tonight and see what happens. Just gone 4 o'clock. The chap opposite's just put one back and he was fishing straight into the island in the gap. See the big bush that sticks out, the biggest one? He's fishing touching the upside of that. Now I'm wondering now whether to bring the zig in, put it back on, put it on the bottom, and also put one in there, because that's where I was baiting yesterday before I moved my left hand spot. My left hand spot was tucked in up in that bush. It's quite a big bush. It's about 4 rod lengths wide. It's not like I'd be fishing on top of it. If he has another one, then I'll change it over. If he doesn't, I'll leave the zig, because obviously the zig did a fish last night in the dark, so obviously it doesn't mean he's going to do another one tonight. Decisions, I'll keep an eye. See if anything happens. So many fish moving out there. They're all swimming past my zig constantly. I just haven't had anything else pick it up yet. Loads of movement out there by it, and it only takes one. It's getting plenty of traffic, that's for sure. All about decisions. Here we go, fish number 2. We got another common. Don't know, not much, don't know, around about the same sort of size probably as the last one. That'll do, let's get it sorted. Get me bits, I'll bring you back. Get in. Real fucking lively, this one, real lively. Proper angry common. Smaller than the last one, but very lively. £16. That'll do. Come on. Just coming up to 6:30. That was the left-hand spot. That was changed over to match the hatch. So I think I'm gonna make a few more match the hatches up. Might be a coincidence. Might just be that it's getting towards the end of the season and they're fed up of getting nailed on colours. Hopefully, touch wood, it'd be nice if one of the bigger mirrors comes along, but you know, I'm not worried. Fish is a fish. Play the numbers game and eventually one of them will come along. It's back out on the spot. Took 3 casts to get it out again. I don't know what's up with me today. This weekend, should I say. Normally get them out first time. But it's what it is. I'm not settling for it. It's hot now. The sun's burnt all that cloud off. It's hot. That's that same rod again. I've got a couple of lines on it before it went. I've had a couple of lines on the right hand rod as well on that spot. Nothing else from the zig. I'm going to give that another night, and if I don't have anything else, that's going on the bottom as well. Come on the carps. Oh, it's now 7:15. I've got one on the left hand rod, or I think I've got one on the left hand rod still. Bearing in mind I'm fishing on that bar, which is what, 15 yards to the right of that island. I had a bite, couldn't stop it, and it's just, obviously it's pulled a little bit on the take, and then it's just kited, and it's took me in the snags on the corner of the island. The bailiff's round there now. Luckily he was doing the rounds, so it was literally 10 minutes, if that. He's out there now, he's just getting the boat. He said he had to get one from there the other day. He said it wasn't even snagged on a branch, it was snagged on a load of braid and line that was hanging underneath the bush. He had to cut it all free. I mean, it's locked up solid, so I don't know if it's gone round the branch and it's still on the other side of the branch, or, you know, whether it's done what they always do and spat me out and stuck me in a branch, which they have an amazing knack of being able to do. But again, match the hatch. It hadn't even been back out that long. I put it back out, put another couple of spoms over it, and it was out half an hour, if that, and it went again. So looks like it's matched the hatch for the win. I've just redone the right hand rod and stuck that out on match the hatch, but I've stuck that out on a big snowman. Not that small carp won't take bigger baits, but you know, hoping to try and select a slightly bigger one. I know that spot hasn't done any bites yet, but they'll move out in the night. Just hoping to get that little straggler, you know, that one that's just mooching about on his own, that bigger one. I mean, this will end well either way. If I get the fish or I don't, at least there won't be anything left out there, and the fish will be gone, or I'll get it in. I'm sure there's a little bit of movement every now and then on that line though. Can't feel anything though. When I wind into it, it's just solid. But I've loosened it right off. It's loose. It's literally like, there's no tension there whatsoever. hoping it'd swim out if it was. But we'll find out in a minute, and obviously I'll let you know. God, that sun. Look at these goddamn pests. That's one of the adults and 2 young. They don't blooming leave me alone. Bloody things. Go on, bugger off. Look, they don't care, look. Bloody things. About 8:30 now. Lights fading. Evening shows have started. Couple Bosch out, just out in front just a second ago. Sun's gone down already. Fresh rigs out, a couple of spoms on each spot, zigs reset. Hopefully I'll get another chance tonight. Gutted losing them here, especially when they do that and they just like flat rod you and kite, because there's so many nice bigger fish in here. It's annoying when that happens. I mean, at least I don't know what it was, so I can just tell myself it was an angry common. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Morning, freaks. Just coming up to 5:30. Misty morning on the lake. A few beeps and liners in the night, but that's it. Haven't heard anybody else's alarms either. Obviously doesn't mean that they haven't had anything, just means I haven't heard it. Strange it's not doing night bites. Boshing all night again. There's one there then. To the left, boshed. That zig's gonna get changed today. The zig's gonna go on the bottom, I think. Camera's making it look lighter than it is. It's still actually quite gloomy. So we have a good day. Full moon. Literally just getting ready to do this little video, and a fish bossed out right in line with that moon, just in front of that bush there on the corner of the island. It's boshing everywhere. Just as I turned the camera off talking to you a minute ago, one bossed out in front of me here. Just about to bring that zig in, put it on the bottom and make up a little PVA mesh, flick it out in that channel. I just had one show literally just out past my net again, just out there in the channel, just 2-3 rod lengths. Going to do a little PVA mesh. I was hoping I'd catch one boshing out in the mist. Oh no, I was going to say, is that fizzing? That's where that fish boshed out. It's just bubbles where it boshed. Right, let's get this rod sorted. Let's get it put on the deck. Right, zigs in. That rod is now the left-hand rod. Little PVA mesh on. I'll put that on a heli, because I noticed yesterday it's a bit choddy, a bit leafy down in that gully. So I've put a PVA mesh on, pulled the bead up a little bit, just underarm flicked it out into that little channel and that little gully bit where them fish were fizzing up, where one showed a little bit earlier. So that's now on the left. Fingers crossed as the fish move up through that gully. Little fizzers coming up everywhere. One of them will drop on my little parcel of bait, and we can nick one from there. Now, I'm going to try and go back to sleep for a bit. Look at these fizzers. One there, and there's one just to the left over towards where I flicked that. There's one there, look, and that It's not far at all from where I flicked that left hand bait with that thing. Look at it out here. Look. Now there's no bream in here. That is what you call sheeting up. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Still going over there. You can't see it, it's still over the top of my net, you might not be able to see it. Come on. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Surely they're going to find that bait soon. It's unbelievable how many fish in there are. Look at the patches, look. Surely they're going to find that flipping bait soon. Jesus, this is insane. Never seen anything like it so close in. So over such a vast area. You'd think you were fishing at Grenville's. Just gone 2:30. So warm today. Still the odd fish showing. Nice little ripple on the lake. I've just redone my left hand, right hand spot. I'm going to leave the left and middle, sorry. I'm going to leave the right hand spot. I'm not going to touch that at all. It's a nice big snowman sat out there with a little bit of bait round it, a couple of spawns, and then some 18 millers catapulted around the area as well. I'm just going to leave that. Left hand one is also on a snowman, an 18 mil bottom bait, bored out with a trim down, match the hatch, pop up down into the hole that's bored out, and then whittled away a little bit, which balances it just absolutely perfect. That's on the left hand rod, that can just sit there now. And the middle rod is on a hard hooker with a top cut off with a little slice of the pop up on it. Just to sit it up. The left one and the right one can just sit there now, obviously unless I have a bite. I mean, they all can, in fairness. Put a few spawns over the left and the middle. I'm the only one down this end of the lake now, everyone else has gone. I'm not expecting anyone to come down tonight. I don't think anyone's booked on. So if they're out searching for food and they're hungry, they're going to find mine. Fingers crossed. Touch wood. Can I get a 30? Obviously I'd like the big fully. Obviously that's my target from in here, but any of the 30s, there's some stunning scaly 30s in here. Come on, the carps. Heron flying about. There's a couple of pairs of herons nest here, and there's also, I've never seen a lake with as many pairs of kingfishers as are on this lake. So many kingfishers. Obviously we're right in the middle of, I suppose it's an extension of the New Forest really. We've got the River Avon. Over that bank you can see, to the other side of that is the River Avon. Lots and lots of wildlife around here. Just need some carps now. Right, it's 5:10. Just redone the right hand rod and I'm experimenting. I'm doing something I've wanted to do for a while here, and I've never done it yet, but I'm doing it. And we'll see if it can produce a bite, can produce a carp. It's literally just gone out. It's just coming up to 5:15, so we'll see. The other two I'm not touching because they went out on the money. Don't need to touch them, they're good. They can just stay here. I haven't got to worry about the water here, like corroding my hooks or anything like that. It's sweet. They can stay out as long as they need to stay out. I'm not even going to touch them. We'll top the bait up on them later, before dark. Fingers crossed this right hand rod does something. It's beeped already. Right, coffee time. If this works, this could be a game changer for this lake. 10 to 7 now. I've just put 3 spoms over the left and middle rod, not touching the right hand rod. Hopefully we'll get a bit of action tonight before the light fades. There's a lot of fish showing. It's hot, it's really hot. There's no escaping it on this bank and south bank. It's just blazing on you the whole time. Fish out there now, moving about on the surface. Come on, carps. Just had a real good fish show right over my right hand spot. Hope he goes down and opens his mouth and picks up my bait. Can't wait for that sun to go down. As nice as it is. That's the best fish I've seen show this time since I've been here. That was a good one. It moved a hell of a lot of water as well. It must have been right over my spot. I mean, it's not far away from my bait. It's only like 5.5, 6 foot deep out there. Not far away. Morning. catching a few liners in the night. It's really quiet. Redone the rods, it's just gone nice back 9:15. I've had a across the board change. I've taken all the match the hatches off. I've got two of the rods, got the left down rod and the right hand rod, I think, on pink magic bean wafters. The middle rod on a hard hooker topped with a bit of a pink pop up, or was it a magic bean? Can't remember, one or the other. Or did I go magic? Can't remember. Might have been a pink topper, might have been another magic bean. Can't remember. All got pink on anyway. So I shall be here till early afternoon probably. So I've got a chance. Nicking one, hopefully we can get another one before we go. I haven't put any more bait out. A little experiment on the right hand rod, although it got some beeps throughout the night. No carp on that. I will try that again though. So quiet, there's like 2 other people on the lake, 3 other people maybe. But it is a Monday morning, so can't decide what to do next week. Might come back here again. Fingers crossed for that last morning bite. Right, it's 11 o'clock. All my bits are packed up. Nothing's loaded yet, apart from the bed and that, but I'll just sit here for a few hours now, a couple of hours. Still got all my free rods out, my bits out, and hopefully the stuff that I'll need. Hopefully get that last morning bite. Fingers crossed. Nice scaly one to do to finish the session. But if not, I can't grumble. I've had 2. Still been no more out. There's been 4 out since Friday. I've had 2, and 2 other chaps had 1 each. So I can't grumble. And I lost 1, unfortunately. But that happens. It's 12 o'clock. Last throw of the dice. I've just realised I've left my clip open. I've just changed that rod over that clip is open on to a zig. There's a lot of fish moving through on the surface. A lot backing out, and I've just literally put it, you know, right where they're moving. Give it an hour. I'll get the rods in at 1. An hour should be enough for that zig to see if it's going to work or not. There's fish there now moving. The zig is, the zig is there, a few rod lengths off that bush, this side of it. And the fish are moving. See them fish there just to the right moving on the surface? That's them backing out, and they're moving from there right to left. Right where that bit of wind's just blown now, there's a fish there. There's the fish there, just behind it, see? I've put it right in that line of where the fish are travelling, so try and nick one last minute. Hour to go. Right, you outdoor freaks, it's 12:30. Last few bits on the barrow. It's going up to the car. Unfortunately, couldn't end this week like it ended last week. No last minute bite, no campaign closer. Fish are still out here showing, they're still moving about. They're just not interested, it's too hot. There's been 5 fish out all weekend, no, 4 fish out all weekend on the lake, and I've had 2 of them, so I can't grumble at that. Plus I lost one, so I don't think I'll be here next week because they've got another swim closure. They're doing a work party again next week, so there's going to be a lot of disturbance on the lake. They're going to be out in boats, chainsaws, etc. So I think I'll be back on my other club lake next weekend. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you don't already. Haynes Outdoors out.